Bank Independent has been such a great partner because not only are they taking the stress of the finances off of our plate, but they're investing in us as we're investing in them. And I think that is a strong partnership. The spirit of what Bank Independent does is right there in the name.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
Clouds thickening back up as we head through the overnight, and that and the moisture in the atmosphere keeping us on the warm side overnight for temperatures only getting down to the mid 60s or so. Maybe some patchy areas of fog during the overnight and the early morning as well. And then maybe a few spotty showers, maybe a rumble of thunder as we head closer to daybreak after 4 a.m. and on into the daybreak hours as well. Here's a Futurecast breakdown. Mostly cloudy overnight, patchy areas of fog, and then notice the little wave of showers and thunderstorms coming up after 4 a.m. into the daybreak hours. Not expecting any of this to be severe, but don't be surprised if you're awakened a little early by a rumble or two of thunder. Morning lows into the mid 60s around here, and then into the upper 70s to lower 80s for our Thursday. Mostly cloudy skies, off and on periods of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Maybe a more widespread round of showers and thunderstorms coming in tomorrow night during the overnight hours. Now, the Futurecast shows that kind of weakening as it moves through. Other models have it later into the overnight and having it holding together across the area. A lot of that is going to be determined by the inner mechanics of the thunderstorms as they're off to the west tomorrow evening. That's not really something that we handle with the forecast models and forecast process all that well 24 plus hours in advance, because those thunderstorm complexes, they have inner mechanics that aren't really handled that well by the models. And then also that's determined by the inner mechanics, not the outside ingredients so much of the thunderstorms themselves. It's more of a wait and see kind of thing. So we will flag the potential for a complex of thunderstorms moving during the overnight hours. I do think they are going to hold together into the area later into the overnight, a little later than what this particular computer simulation shows, and also holding together well. And because of that, we may have to watch for one or two of the storms in a complex to be strong to marginally severe. I don't think it's a big risk of severe weather at all, but there could be one or two warnings during the overnight. Now, this risk outlook gets updated at 1 a.m. during the early morning hours overnight tonight for the overnight Thursday situation. So here in a few hours after you watch this will be updated. I do think they will pull this level 1 risk deeper into southern Middle Tennessee and North Alabama for the overnight. We'll see how that goes. If the models trend toward more weakening of that before it gets here, they may leave it where it is. It's a small risk, and I want to stress that, a small risk of a severe storm or two overnight tomorrow night. However, it's not a zero risk. And not speaking of the system last Tuesday with all the supercells and the multiple tornadoes, but the other smaller systems the past couple weeks have produced isolated damage with a similar setup. So we have to be on guard. A small chance, but not zero, of a small spin-up tornado with the storms overnight tomorrow night. I think the main risk is probably from 10 p.m. or midnight on through about daybreak on our Friday morning. And again, it's a low risk, but it's not zero. One or two storms may have a 40, 50, 60 mile per hour wind gust. And because of all the rain we've had the past few weeks and that saturating the ground, weakening the tree root systems, it's a little easier to knock over a tree in a 40 or 50 mile per hour wind gust than it otherwise would be if we were a bit drier. I don't think hail is a big concern, but one or two storms may have some dime size hail, some pea size hail, maybe up to quarter size hail if you get a stronger storm. Just not a big risk of that. Flooding, not a big risk either, because what comes through will be pretty fast moving, and we're not likely to see training storms, but maybe some localized isolated street flooding across the area as the heavy rain moves through. That's overnight Thursday night into the pre-dawn hours of Friday morning. As morning storms move out, maybe a lingering shower into the afternoon. We're mostly sunny here for our Sunday. A few more scattered showers and thunderstorms Sunday. Now, the GFS tries to hold a shower into Monday, but I think that will be shifting off to the west of our area. Same thing for Tuesday and Wednesday. I think the bulk of the shower chances west of us, but by Wednesday, a shower or two may clip the area here in southern Tennessee and North Alabama. We will be getting warmer as we head into next week because a ridge of high pressure in the upper levels building closer to the southeast. That's going to be warmer weather. We actually get to the mid to upper 80s, closer to where we should be for this time of year as we start heading into the first and middle part of next week. So your first cut forecast in the morning, mostly cloudy to overcast, some patchy areas of fog, and you see that slight chance there of precipitation. That's maybe a few widely scattered showers or even a rumble of thunder. It's just not a big widespread rain chance toward the morning. To start the day, lows in the mid 60s, warming into the upper 70s, a few folks near 80 by the afternoon. Mostly cloudy, off and on periods of showers and thunderstorms scattered around through the day, and then maybe a more widespread round during the overnight hours of Thursday night into the pre-dawn of Friday morning. That's when we could have one or two strong thunderstorms. Not a big severe weather risk, but the risk isn't zero either, so we will be watching. Another chance of a few thunderstorms Sunday, sunny Saturday, Monday, partly cloudy on Tuesday, still partly cloudy next Wednesday, but a slight chance of a shower close to the area. Most of that will be just to the west of us. There's look to your latest 7-day forecast. Ben Luna will be checking in tomorrow morning live at 6 a.m. with your wake up weather forecast.